So opt-in forms for an email list are a staple diet of funnels, landing pages and so on. You offer something awesome for download in return for their email address, to which you'll send the download, and or probably offer it as a download on the thank you page as well. So opt-in forms, awesome. A little note, if you're in Europe or deal with Europe, you should be aware of GDPR. If you're not, Google it. There are some legislations coming into play, or may have come into play, depending on whether you're watching this before or after May the 25th or 2018. Anyway, that besides, let's set up an opt-in form. So I'll start with my container, one column container, click on the plus and choose, I'm going to use MailChimp. The number of providers that integration is offered with will grow and grow and grow. So MailChimp is here at the moment. Depending on when you follow this video, you may find other options are there in addition to MailChimp. So MailChimp, it puts in a mail form, which will be the same depending whether you're using MailChimp or anything else. I'm asking for a name, last name and email address. So blue icons, like all other icons, allow you to increase the space at the at the top and the bottom of the icon. You can increase the text size, you can duplicate it, not move it like I just did, duplicate it and delete it. Okay, and then the container icons are there. But when you want to configure it, you click on the element and that pops the toolbar associated with an opt-in form. Remember, blue buttons are clickable, grey buttons are draggable. So the first thing you want to do is click on this first icon. This is going to ask for MailChimp, the API key. This will differ depending on the mailing system that you're using. For MailChimp, it's asking for an API key. Where do I find that on MailChimp? Well, I'll set up a MailChimp account just to sort of show you the steps. The figures aren't amazing, but it works the same way. You log in and you go to your account. Once you've gone to your account, you click on extras and then API keys. And your API key is shown down here. Now, I'm hiding this because you don't want to share your API key with anybody else, because then they could code up ways to add people to your list and all the rest of it. Basically, just don't do it. But click on it, copy it, come to here and paste it. And again, I'm hiding it because I don't want you to see that API key. But then you click on next. It then goes off to MailChimp and brings back the lists that you have in here. So this is a bit of a test account, so I've got a variety of bits and pieces in here, and I set up one for T4S traffic for sales for this purpose. So you choose the list and click select. Your form is now linked with that MailChimp mailing list. So anybody who signs up through this form will be added to that list. You would then use MailChimp or whatever system it was to send a welcome email, follow-up email sequence, or whatever, however you want to run your mailing list with them. But you will want to click on this second button. Once you've linked with it, clicking on the second button then allows you to say either a thank you message. So if I can leave this in here, after they type in the details, thank you, you are subscribed, will pop up on the screen. Or I may want to send it to a wherever web page. Or if I want to go to the next page in my funnel or another page in my funnel, which is most likely, I can just choose a page from this drop down list which would show all the pages in your funnel. So after they type in the details, click the button, it then goes to the next page in your funnel sequence. And lastly here for MailChimp, I can choose whether to add people as single opt-in. In other words, they just get added to the list, boom, done. And I'll probably send them a welcome message, or I can leave it unticked and they'll get a confirmation email from MailChimp saying, if you've ever received one, you know what I mean. You are choosing to opt into this mailing list, confirm you're human and all that kind of stuff. And then they confirm and they get added to the list. Double opt-in is recommended. Single opt-in, not so much, for no other reason that I could enter your email address and you would be subscribed to the email without having to confirm. So double opt-in, highly recommended. And you click save. And that's it. Yeah, I'll put up a thank you message just for now. Thank you message. The other buttons allow you to change various elements of it, like the text, the border, the fill of the button, So this is the border of the opt-in fields. This is the button solid color, and then I can choose a color for the button. The color of the text won't show up until they're entering into the text, because this is a placeholder which disappears when they start typing. So the fact it's grey will always remain grey while you're editing. What else can we do? We can change the font if we want to change the font of either the form field, which is the first button, or the button, which is the second button. So I might want to use a different font for the form fields and a different font for the button. And lastly, I can change the width. Left to go less, right to go more. So I might want to center on the page, for example. I'll set that as well, just to make the page look semi-decent. This might be enter your email address and I will send you a free copy of my awesome thing, whatever that might be. Worst landing page in history. But you get the idea. Okay, so I'll save that and then we'll test it out. So I'll click on my preview. This is how a visitor would come to it. Type in my first name, and you can see here it's red, which is the colour I chose. My last name. If I click, I have to enter a valid email address. Whoops. And click on sign up. And there's the thank you message. If I'd have put in a web address or chosen a page of my funnel, I'd have been taken to that page instead. Other than that, simple, easy, job done.